Sup YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. On this channel you get tons of Pokemon TCG content, so if you're new to the channel, be of course sure to hit that subscribe button. You're gonna get more Pokemon content like this. We're doing competitive TCG gameplay, reviews, all that good stuff, so you don't want to miss out. And if you enjoyed the video at any given point, be sure to let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways, super effective on the channel, and I'm forever grateful. With that being said, we're gonna be checking out a new set. It's going to be the first couple of cards from a new set being released in Japan on March 14th. It's going to be the Heat Wave Arena set, and I'm very eagerly looking forward to, of course, Owner's Pokemon. That's going to be stuff like Zoroark and stuff coming in Journey Together, but this is going to be more Owner's Pokemon like Misty's Gyarados, for example, and more. So hopefully you guys are excited, and we're going to be diving into the cards that were revealed. So as mentioned, this is a set coming out in Japan on March 14th, and there will be 63 cards before Secret Rares, and we will of course see cards like Misty's Gyarados, Ethan's Ho-Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp, Arven's Mabostiv, and all that good stuff. So I am very excited, so let's dive into it with these proxies. So we have Ethan's Cyndaquil, a very interesting attacker as it slaps 30 damage, which is enough to knock out a Badoo, so at least it's doing that, also not taken into account with weakness. You're already slapping 30, so every Pokemon with 30 HP, think about a Cleffa, think about a Badoo, can get knocked out, or maybe some Pokemon in the future that might be weak to fire, like evolving grass type Pokemon, evolving metal type Pokemon could actually get knocked out, so not too bad of a Ethan Cyndaquil to start off with. We have Ethan's Quilava. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for an Ethan's Adventure, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. We're gonna instantly go into Ethan's Adventure so you know what's going on. So Ethan's Adventure is a supporter card, and it allows you to search your deck for up to 3 in any combination of Ethan's Pokemon and basic fire energy, reveal them and put them into your hand. So you will always have access to Pokemon and basic fire energies with that. So you will never see like, oh, I'm bricking, I don't have anything. You will always have energies, and you will always have Pokemon, assuming you're using that supporter, and using the ability allows you to find the supporter quite easily. And then there's Ethan's Typhlosion. It has the attack for 1 energy, 40 damage. This attack does 60 more damage for each Ethan's Adventure in your discard pile. So if we take a look at, you're going to be able to play 4 copies as a maximum amount. That's 240 damage if they're in the discard pile as a bonus. That means you can slap 280 with Ethan's Typhlosion. You can also combine this with Brilliant Blender, an ace-pack card, so you can instantly get them in the discard pile. But more importantly, if you got a couple of Quilavas, you can also Ultra Ball them. Just find them into your hand and then Ultra Ball or research them away. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see a Pokemon with 1 energy being able to slap 280 damage. 280 damage is a reasonable number, as you're gonna be able to knock out a lot of Pokemon. The VSTARs will have rotated by the time this releases, so don't think about the fact, oh, I'm gonna be able to knock out a Lugia V-Star in one shot if I get all my Ethan's Adventures in the discard pile. That's not gonna be happening because those Pokemon cards will have rotated. But other Pokemon are actually being able to get knocked out. Stuff like Cerulege EX and more Stage 1 EXs that get released can get knocked out by that attack, but still, you're playing a rare candy-based Ethan's Typhlosion. You can also go for like the manual evolution with Quilava, but it is eventually going to be a Stage 2 Pokemon, but the damage output is actually quite there. So 280, take a look at Zoroark EX. You're also going to be able to knock that out in one shot, but if there's one of your Ethan's Adventures prized, the strategy falls down the drain. So there are pros and cons with this. Its second attack is something you probably will never use. It slaps 160. Then we have Ethan's Slugma. Classic 20 damage, enough to knock out Badoo because of weakness. We have Ethan's Magcargo. Look at that artwork. Really love it. There's a Melt and Flow. If this Pokemon has no energy attached, it has free retreat, which helps out because it does come packed with a 3 retreat cost. And the Lava Burst actually is able to slap 70 damage. Discard up to 5 fire energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 70 damage for each card you discarded in this way. So pretty much what we're seeing here is that you want to stack tons and tons of energies onto Ethan's Magcargo, and then you're going to be able to one-shot. So at one point, if you discard 5 energies, you're going to be slapping 350 damage. That is quite a lot and knocks out anything in the game, unless you're having like some HP buffing tools and all that, but this is actually pretty powerful, and you can power it up with Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. That's right, Ethan's Ho-Oh EX. This is a super cool card. Golden Flame. Once during your turn, you may attach up to 2 basic fighter energy from your discard pile to one of your benched Eaton's Pokemon. So if you get 2 of these out, this actually stacks. That means you can get 2 abilities at the same time, which means with an attach of the turn, you can, of course, get that Eaton's Magcargo float up here to actually get 350 damage output. Note to self is that Ethan's Magcargo is a stage 1 Pokemon, and this is a 2-price liability. But this is going to be an archetype, Ethan's Magcargo, Ethan's Ho-Oh, as well as Ethan's Typhlosion. So 2 archetypes instantly from 1 owner's Pokemon does feel pretty good, and that makes me very excited for the upcoming future of the Pokemon TCG. Misty Psyduck is going to be a collector's item because, yeah, if you've been watching the anime back in the day, you know Sai, you know? Slapstick Jump is the ability that comes back with once during your turn. If this Pokemon is on your bench, you may discard the bottom card of your deck. If you do, discard all cards attached to this Pokemon and put it on top of your deck. That is a very interesting ability. You discard the bottom card of the deck and put this card on top of the deck. Infinitely looping is not possible as you're actually discarding a card from the bottom of the deck, so a very funky ability. Don't even know when it will ever be useful, but maybe if you can control the bottom couple of cards and there's a card you want to discard or something, this will at one point maybe be useful if there's like a combination for it. There is a Misty's Magikarp, and believe it or not, Magikarp still has 30 HP even after 25 years. It's crazy. The Incredible Dive. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So this is cool because it prevents you from Dragapult's Phantom Dive. It prevents you from sniping capabilities in general, so that's cool. The little fish is resilient and allows it to survive while it's on the bench. Misty's Gyarados. When I see a Gyarados card, when I see a 1 energy requirement, I always hope it's going to be a very powerful archetype moving forward. We have Misty's Gyarados 180 HP, which is kind of huge for a stage 1. Let's be honest. You're going to be able to use the Splashing Panic. Discard the top 7 cards of your deck. This attack does 70 damage times the amount of Misty's Pokemon you discard in this way. Okay, now we instantly see how Misty Psyduck can help out with that. So this also stacks for, like, you just get a bunch of Misty Psyduck out, being able to get searched out by Buddy Poffin, and then you put them all on the top of the deck, and you go for a big Splashing Panic to instantly slap a ridiculous amount of damage. Love it already. I love archetypes like this. This is gonna be so much fun. We're gonna be able to create a Misty's Gyarados deck. Hopefully it's gonna be really useful, and most of these like decks can hit the numbers, like Eaton's Magcargo 350, no problem. Gyarados could even go overboard. Imagine you're discarding 7 Misty's Pokemon. That's gonna be quite the crazy amount of damage. It's getting over 400 damage even. Okay, we have Eaton's Pichu, Sparking Draw. You draw a card, you slap 30 damage. Again, 30 damage is the magical number for baby Pokemon. You have the free retreat, and you're able to knock out Budoos. So it's gonna be attached retreat, and you can knock out a Budoo while you actually draw a card. So this could be a little tech, but it needs to be on the bench early enough. Or if you're getting item locked, sometimes you cannot find it. But with Artisan and Dax and stuff, this could be an interesting one. Steven's Carbink. Stone Palace. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, each of your Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks. Oh yeah, I've seen the Steven's deck before, so we're going to be diving into that quite yet. Yeah, we have the Metagross here, the X-Boot. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a basic Psychic Energy and a basic Metal Energy and attach them to your Psychic or Metal-type Pokemon any way you like. So Energy Acceleration on a 340 HP Metal-type Pokemon that gets reduction because of the Steven's Carbink. So 30 less damage, and this also doesn't stack, by the way, if you were wondering. And you have 340 HP, that means the opponent will need to slap 370 damage or hit with a Fire-type attack in order to knock out Metagross EX. We also have Steven's Beldum and Steven's Metang. Yeah, generic, casual Pokemon with not the craze of attacks and stuff. So it's all going to be about Metagross. You're probably going to be using Rare Candy to get it out. And then slap down Carbink and make yourself a very tanky Metagross. It can also power itself up. You're slapping 200 damage. And there's like more Pokemon you can pair it up with because of the Energy Acceleration. Marnie's Impidimp. going into Marnie's Morgrem, and then we have Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 5 basic Darkness energies and attach them to your Marnie's Pokemon any way you like. So it's like Infernal Ring Charizard, but then for 5 Darkness energies. This attack, by the way, Shadow Bullet, 180 and 30 damage. At first glance, doesn't seem that impressive, so you have to pair it up with other Pokemon that do more damage. But the 30 damage on the bench is actually pretty cool because Manaphy will have rotated and people are playing Badoo, so that's actually cool. So, maybe you can power up some other cool Darkness type Pokemon. Currently, we don't have a lot of Marnie's Pokemon, but we have a Marnie's Morpeko, Spiked Wheels, 20 damage plus 40 more for every Darkness energy attached to this Pokemon. So imagine you just evolve into Grimmsnarl, put all 5 of them on, you can slap 220 with a 1-price Pokemon. It would be funny. Other than that, Energy Recycler returns to the format. And there is the Granite Cave. Love the artwork on that. Very, very cool. Steven's Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks from the opponent's Pokemon. So in combination with Granite Cave and Carbink, you're going to be able to have a 60 reduction for your Metagross, turning it into the opponent needs to slap 400 damage to knock it out. Now we are just waiting for Max Potion to get reprinted in order to have a viable deck. And that would be hilarious because you can always power it up once during your turn. Basic energy. Yeah, it's actually from the deck, so you will need to combo Energy Recycler. And I don't know if Max Potion comes into town soon, but it probably needs to be. They also have the Sacred Ash. Shuffle up to 5 Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. So I think we've seen a card like this before. And then the Spikemuth Gym. Once during your turn, that player may search their deck for a Marnie's Pokemon and put it into the hand. That's actually pretty good. Definitely if you're playing a couple of stadiums, get this out. And Rare Candy into Grimmsnarl and all that. It's going to be good. So Owner's Pokemon are coming into the game. I am super excited. We already will see a couple of them in Journey Together, but this will push it a little bit further. I love the new archetypes that it will bring to the format, and the Owner's Pokemon will bring a unique deck. So, I'm going to be playing against a Misty deck, or I'm going to be playing against an Ethan deck. It's going to be so much fun. Let me know in the comments how you personally feel about the Owner's Pokemon, what your favorite card was that you saw today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It helps out in many ways. As mentioned, this set will get released in Japan on March 14th, and we will most likely see it in May, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we have to wait a lot of months to just get English cards from these. And also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use that coupon ZapdosTCG and get 5% off. Stock up on product for the rest of the year. 2025 is an amazing year, so stack up on Dragon Shield product. TC Evolutions for your damage counters and ability tokens, 10% off. There is PokemonStore.com for TCG Live code card needs. You can get 5% off using the coupon ZapdosTCG. Stock up on some TCG Live code cards to buff up your account with instant email delivery, by the way. There's CARDMARKET.com lastly, but for European players where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. And with that, I'll say goodbye. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our first impressions of these brand new cards. I'm excited for the future of the Pokemon TCG. And I'm actually eagerly looking forward to the EUIC as well, which is one of the last tournaments I'm playing this season, as I'm most likely qualified already for the World Championship. So it's going to be a lot of adventures still coming down the drain, so subscribe so you don't miss out. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Peace.